in the heart of Lagos, where the city never truly sleeps, and every night carries its own secrets, there lived a man named Tunde Bayo, a quiet taxi driver by day and a ghost by night. But Tunde wasn't always a taxi driver. Once, he was one of the sharpest armed robbers in the city, the kind the police could never catch, the kind whose name was whispered in fear. They used to call him Tunde Cash, because when he struck, he took everything and left nothing behind. But life has a funny way of catching up. 10 years ago, during a raid gone wrong in Acacia, his best friend Bash, his brother in crime, was shot dead in front of him. That night, something inside Tunde broke. He disappeared, left Lagos, changed his name, started driving taxis to survive. He told himself he'd never go back, never again, until one night, it was a Friday. Tunde had just dropped off his last passenger near the marina. Then, from the back seat, a voice spoke softly. "You drive like you've seen things before." He looked in the mirror. A man in a black suit stared back at him. Cold eyes, no smile. The man leaned forward. "I know who you are, Tunde Cash." Tunde's blood froze. "Relax," the man said. "I'm not police. I'm business." He slid an envelope onto the front seat. Thick, heavy. 50 million naira. One last job. Tunde shook his head. "I'm done with that life." "Then maybe," the man said quietly, "you don't care what happens to your daughter." Tunde turned slowly. How did he know about her? About Amara, his little girl in boarding school? The man smiled. "Do this and she stays safe. Refuse, and accidents happen." And just like that, the ghost of Tunde Cash was forced back into the light. The job was simple on paper. A money courier van passing through Eco Bridge at midnight. But Tunde knew nothing in crime was ever simple. He gathered a small crew, men he once trusted. They met under the third mainland bridge, faces covered, hearts heavy. "No guns," Tunde said. "We go clean, take the cash and vanish." But one of them had other plans. The moment they stopped the van, the betrayer Solo pulled a pistol. Shots fired, guards down, panic everywhere. Tunde yelled, "Solo, no killing." That wasn't the plan. But Solo didn't listen. He grabbed the cash bag, turned the gun, and pointed it at Tunde. "The game's changed, old man. You're out." A second later, a single shot rang out. Solo dropped. Behind him stood the man in the black suit, the one who hired Tunde. "Clean work," he said coldly. "Now hand me the money." Tunde realized then he was never meant to leave that bridge alive. So he did the only thing left. He triggered a small device in his pocket, a bomb he'd planted under the van, just in case. As the man stepped closer, Tunde smiled. "You said one last job, and this is it." He pressed the button. By morning, the bridge was sealed off. No bodies were found, only ash, and a bag of burnt notes scattered across the water. The papers called it a gang war explosion. The police never knew the truth. But a week later, a courier delivered an anonymous envelope to a small school in Ibadan. Inside, a photo of Tunde holding Amara as a baby, and a note that read, "For her, I burned the world." They say ghosts don't sleep in Lagos, and sometimes, the worst of men do one good thing before they vanish forever. The end.